the Superdome here in New Orleans. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And you look at the Saints defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
2nd and 10. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Groupie able to add the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right.
Touchdown, Eagles! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So Carr departs, and on his play, Groupie for the Saints field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Olave over the middle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Carr going to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw his Carr. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On play action, now Carr.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Up the middle with Barkley.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a play fake. Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley now.
Saquon Barkley deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain. And a touchdown!
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Carr.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be a 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Carr. Flush to his right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
To throw, it's Carr.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Trying the left side with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Carr now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With its 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. The point after, good by Groupie. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing is Hurts. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Eagles. Paris Campbell, 40 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Carr. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that will get him one closer.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
shotgun now for Carr. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Carr now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Hurts.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Carr going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Completes it to Perry.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball doesn't get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Touchdown, Eagles! Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Powering his way forward.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
93.
Now Carr again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heel.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Now Carr.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there and make it more confidence.
Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now Hurts going to move him around. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Here's Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Carr. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way. The 3. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown
for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, this touchdown.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.